What's up with it once again, ladies and gentlemen, people, humanity, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, and of course, as always, the otakus and hikikomoris out there is this Mr. Nintendo Sony First 2011 and K-Mania Wolverine. Of course, you guys all know the intros and outros towards this channel. I'm on Twitter and Instagram, all the good stuff. And today, before I get into the main meat and potatoes of the thing, I just want to talk about this quick side story real quick. I thought it was pretty fucking hilarious the other day when I heard about this news. I don't know if this is some fake garbage news or if this is real news, but usually Nintendo enthusiasts and Nintendo Life, along with Nintendo Soup and a couple other places like My Nintendo News, and even another one, I think Nintendo Everything, and sometimes Twiffin it. Those are usually the spots I usually get a lot of my article insight information of where I read that most of the time whenever I do these videos. But Nintendo Soup decided to post this one. This will be a nice early April Fool's Day joke a couple days ago. But this title, as you're reading it now, is called "This Drunk-Looking Mewtwo Plush Has Become a Joke in Japan." I had to cover this shit immediately because I wanted to get a couple of laughs and chuckles out of things. Because to be honest, for the past couple of days, maybe weeks, I've been on a lot of negative bullshit news lately, especially a lot of negative downturn spiral shit for thing I did about last month about Article 13. Now it's called Article 17 now. And that was real depressing, fucked up news. And then the other extra depressing, fucked up news of how, unfortunately, the CEO or COO, President Nintendo, Reggie Fils-Aimé, I think this is the last 2 days he gets to work as COO as President Nintendo before Doug Bowser takes over. A little bit extra depressing news there. I talked about that. And probably one of the worst, most depressing news about, well, actually got a little bit of good news out of it, but I'm talking about the whole Vic Manana, the whole Kick Vic, hashtag Kick Vic, or hashtag I stand with Vic situation. That's been going on for almost nearly 4 fucking months, but luckily he's starting to slowly but surely he's getting his career back. He's getting his sea legs ready again, man. And I'm real happy for the guy. He deserves that shit. And some of the conventions are starting to welcome him back with open arms. I'm real fucking happy about that. Even though, granted, for the past 3.5, 4 months, a lot of these SJW, feminists, microtransactions, microaggressors, all the little far left, far right motherfuckers are into politics. I still don't give a fuck about, and I never will. They've been kicking the man while he was down, man. And to be honest, I really hate that shit. Actually, somebody that was a voice actor for the longest time that did a lot of anime manga shit, a lot of anime, Japanese, English stuff, voice acting. That's the lowest of the scum of the earth these cocksuckers could fucking be. Seriously. That's why I can't stand people that are in these high mindsets of SJWs and third wave garbage feminists. I still don't give a fuck about. I hate to the fucking bitter end of my fucking soul. So, that's the main reason I wanted to get some more extra positive news. There's a little bit negative news in this thing, unfortunately, because I am a huge Star Wars fan. But before we get into that, I want to talk about this for a little bit. To lighten everybody's mood, so that way this isn't doom and gloom for my hardcore Star Wars fans. So next to Pokemon, that's like the second biggest franchise I've ever been into. It's pretty much Star Wars. So anyways, it says the Japanese internet has been making fun of an officially licensed Mewtwo plush spotted at GameStop locations in the United States. Oh, I thought it was like a Chinese knockoff thing from China. This is from the United States. Oh, wow. Okay, so it goes on to say the reason why this particular Mewtwo plush is being ridiculed after are due to its off-shaped eyes and funny pose. Mewtwo is considered a legendary Pokemon that looks cool, so having a weird-looking plush that makes Mewtwo look funny is very hilarious to see. They even made like this joke. Me, I'm not really sure, not exactly sure if this is like the author or illustrator or article writer that did this for Nintendo Everything that did this, or if it was like a big meme going all over Twitter or Instagram or whatever, or Facebook even. This is the Japanese started. What the hell? Hold on. Japanese started. I don't know why the fuck is going on. Started to make fun of it by comparing it to this rabbit, making a mock poster of it in the Mewtwo Strikes Back evolution. Oh my god. That is fucking one of the funniest ass things I've seen in 2019, man. This is the best meme of 2019, not just because it's Pokemon related, but just in general. It looks like that dank meme where it says, like, I can't even. Or what was it called? Where it says, Nani! It kind of looks like that meme a little bit. 2000, 2013, 2019. What do you think of this? Let us know in the comments below. Overall thoughts, views, and opinions? Oh, we got the 1998, 1999 looking anime on here, too. When they start saying, I want to be the very best. Like that thing. I'm not going to sing the whole thing because, I don't want copyrighted from YouTube's broken algorithm system. Overall thoughts, views, and opinions. Oh my god. The way he's just looking like all derpy and shit. He just looks like a fucking mess, dude. Whose bright idea was it to make this an officially licensed Pokemon Company looking Mewtwo plush? I don't know who did this, but it's funny as hell whoever did it. And you know what? I gotta give props to that dude because it is super funny as heck to see this shit happen in real life. Oh, and then I got this article here about this KFC virtual reality looking thing, CGI generated, called influencer on Instagram. So I'll leave the link down there below. I don't really like eating at KFC that much. It's only like a once in a while thing. If I had to choose the top 3 best ones, for me it'd be like, personally, for me it'd be Wendy's, In-N-Out Burger, if any people live on the West Coast or Southwest, mainly it's in California, but we do got a couple here in Vegas too. And that one, and a third fast food chain I'll probably pick is between Cane's, Raising Cane's, or Chick-fil-A, because it just came out here like 2 years ago. And it was the first time I ever had it was last month. I just haven't been on the grind of getting fast food because it's not real good to eat fast food all the time. I got one more smarter, like here. I got a smarter Star Wars, The Rise of the Jedi, or Fallen Order artwork. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. This one I'm going to leave you guys to like read on your own from Push Square because it's a little bit more funner and more fascinating. It's a lot more video game related than it is with this one, which is called The Fly. Never heard of thefly.com before. They usually focus on stuff that's really, really boring and stuff has nothing to do with the gaming industry at all as a whole. Usually a lot of like Wall Street Journal, like stock marketing, political sort of things, that which companies are on the rise and which ones looks like they're going to go out of business. So yeah, I'm going to read it here for the first time. But I'll leave the link in the description box down below if you want to read it from Push Square, just in case it doesn't fascinate you. Excuse me. Hopefully I don't have to do a second part of this either because I got to go get a haircut in another hour because I just came back from work like 20 minutes ago, so I'm a little bit tired. I don't know if I'm going to be able to read this whole thing. So it says, EA, written as Stefan says that new Star Wars game has updates. I think that's what it was, updates. I can't really read that one, but hopefully I can. That's going to be a bitch if I fucking can't read this because I was reading it earlier. Oh, I'm really hoping and praying to God it actually fucking works. Please fucking work. I apologize this is taking a while. I just don't want it to be that long. It's a lot more of a shorter article than what Push Square had. Let me get my drink real quick. Thank God, there it is. So, this comes from, I never heard of this. Instant updates on real-time market news. I know you guys don't really care about that stuff, but I do once in a while. So it says, EA Rise as Stefan says a new Star Wars game has upside potential. Here we go. Shares of EA are trading higher against the company's upcoming unrevealed new Star Wars action game called Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order at Star Wars Celebration this Saturday. Ahead of the official unveiling, Stefan's maintained an overweight $120 price tag target of EA, saying that the game has upside potential. Jedi Fallen Order is scheduled to launch sometime in 2019. What is new? In a research to note investor Stefan's and analyst Jeff Cohen said that Jedi Fallen Order, which is made to be a Titanfall and Apex Legends developer, Respawn Entertainment, is a game that his firm has been pointing out to one of his rooms upside of the consensus. I don't know what consensus means. Despite the investor conversations on EA being primarily focused on Apex, the analyst noted that the investor's sentiment around the game is potentially mixed due to the EA's prior missteps of the licensings. No shit, Sherlock. They've been fucking up that franchise really bad as far as games goes. And it pisses me off too, but I can't do nothing about it. So let's move on. While players' sentiment is probably best described as cautiously optimistic, still, Cohen believes that the type of story-driven single-player title that Respawn is making fits very well with what fans want, although questions remain about how EA will monetize this product post-launch. The analyst added that he thinks the game has potential to sell double-digit million units for the studio. Says, quote, can the executives on its vision without fallen victims of the same EA's prior missteps, unquote. What's notable is that EA has been making games with Disney, DIS, Star Wars licensing for several years. The first releasing Star Wars Battlefront in 2015 and then Star Wars Battlefront 2 in 2017. Both games have mixed reviews from critics, with the latter notably subject to the widespread criticisms due to its initial use of loot boxes, which could give players a major gameplay advantages if bought with real money. In response to the backlash, the publisher opted to temporarily remove microtransactions from the game until a later date, and reinstitutionalized microtransactions several months later. One of the biggest fucking mistakes there. Well, let's move on. Though such microtransactions was purely cosmetic, the Star Wars Battlefront games were developed by EA and DICE, making Jedi Fallen Order its first Star Wars game made by Respawn since EA has been using the license. Price auction and afternoon trading, EA shares are up to 0.7% and $100.30. Overall thoughts, views, and opinions. Is the first time I ever read it from like a stocking like Wall Street sort of like rising stock sort of like thing. I really don't know how pronunciations are because I'm a dumbass when it comes to all the scientific, political science garbage or marketing strategy garbage. But overall thoughts, views, and opinions. Why do you think this has been harshly criticized and had a big backlash? Because you got to use real life fucking money in order to move on. And even it's one of those pay to fucking win games that piss me the fuck off about microtransactions. Seriously. You know, granted, I'm not going to lie. I'm the first to say I do play Pokemon Go occasionally, but I never in a billion, trillion years ever used real life money in that thing. Granted, it made me go up to level 40 faster, but I'm not spending a fucking real life dime on that game. I'll do it because I get shiny Pokemon or legendary rays, and that's it. That's the only two reasons I ever play that game anyway. So, another overall thoughts, views, and opinions before I do leave. I don't know if the first Star Wars Battlefront had microtransactions, but I know the second one, Star Wars Battlefront 2, like almost 2 years ago, late 2017 to early last year, 2018, people were bullshitting and complaining to the fucking T. They were literally all on their soapboxes saying the same shit that they hate microtransactions, and so do I. 110% fucking agree with that. What is the most grimiest scumbag fucking way a billion-dollar video gaming corporation like EA would fucking do that and fuck over their fans? They're going in the same boat like Bethesda's been doing. With like fucking over their fans with Fallout 76 and Skyrim, like doing extra pay-to-win cosmetic fucking items. Fuck all that bullshit. I want that out of my games. I just want to play the game for action, fun, all the storylines and all that shit. Granted, again, this ain't the 90s, early 2000s anymore. It's 2019. In a couple months, it'll be 2020. And gaming industry is just going to be a lot worse from there. And that's all I got to say. Rest in peace to the Star Wars franchise when it comes to the games. But movies, you know, I'll still watch them occasionally, even if they're not the best story-driven ones. But I'm still going to watch it because of the action and really kick-ass graphics. And that's it. Links to the description box down below, card tab on the side, and links to the video that got this information. I'm out of here. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls. And as always, otakus and hikikomoris out there. I'll see you when I see you guys. A day, have a good night, wherever you're at on the world out there. Stay tuned for more future articles / reviews, including video gaming industry news, anime manga news, internet news, and our apps of the video. Peace out, my like sauerkraut. Late and goodbye. We'll see all you want on the flip side. Take it easy. I'm gone. See you guys soon. Bye.